What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the Sunny Talk Spurs YouTube channel, and a bit of a reactive video today because news has just dropped from Fabrizio Romano regarding one of our transfer targets. Obviously, the Dominic Solanke deal looks like it's being wrapped up in the next 48 to 24-ish hours, but as I say, another one of our transfer targets, because we're obviously looking at a winger on top of a striker. You know, I've spoke about Eberechi, Eze before, and I've spoke about various other players in the winger position. But one of the players who has been touted with a move to Tottenham Hotspur is Pedro Neto. And I've done a few videos on Pedro Neto because I wasn't sure about the signing, mainly due to his injury record and the fact that he hasn't really been able to string many games together for Wolves in the last few seasons. I saw a stat in my comment section. Apparently he's only played 27% of the minutes since signing for Wolves 3 years ago. Not sure how legit that is, but that is quite damning. But the news coming out today from Fabrizio Romano is that Chelsea are in advanced talks to sign him, as Fabrice Hawkins reports. Obviously, the first source, Fabrice Hawkins. Negotiations are taking place with the Portuguese winger and Wolves. He's one of the main targets for winger position. And then it goes on to say in another tweet, Chelsea have already reached an agreement with Pedro Neto's agent, Jorge Mendes. No issues on salary. Club-to-club talks ongoing to get the deal done, as initial request is around £60 million. He's top for the list for new winger. See, that price, £60 million, not worth it whatsoever. I just don't see how he could be valued at £60 million. For the injury record, for his goal return, I just don't see it. I've obviously advocated a lot on this channel for a striker over a winger, which we are getting first with Dominic Solanke. I've done a video on Dominic Solanke's signing. Go and watch that if you haven't already. I'll go and have a massive deep dive. But today, yeah, just reacting to this news because I'm not fussed. Have they hijacked the deal? I'm not so sure. I feel like Chelsea have hijacked the deal probably to an extent, but not like they did with probably Willian a few years ago. I mean, I'm not fussed. Really not fussed. I feel like it's one of those transfers. It's just, you know, I mean, even do Chelsea need Pedro Neto? Is he that much of a need in their wing? I guess, you know, Raheem Sterling's not getting any younger. But Chelsea transfer policy just splashing the cash again. I think this would be their 10th signing in the shape of Pedro Neto. I mean, they've got about 4,000 backup goalkeepers. I just am very perplexed by, first of all, Chelsea going for him, but again, not too concerned that we haven't gone for him. And now, on the back of this, I'm hoping we do look at Eberechi Eze. I don't think we will. Well, I don't think Palace will really be open to selling him, considering they've already let Michael Elise go to Bayern Munich, and obviously Mark Gahey has been subject to bids from Newcastle United. Letting go of 3 high-profile assets in one window for a club like Crystal Palace would be monumental. They're getting some good fees for them, but it's, you know, you're basically ripping up half a team there. But apart from that, it's really hard to know what other wingers Spurs could sign in a first team basis. I mean, you look at maybe like a Johan Bakayoko at PSV, but again, that's not going to come cheap. I feel like he is going to probably cost an arm and a leg. I've seen other teams such as Liverpool being linked with his signature, but nothing concrete in talks there. But yeah, not fussed about the Pedro Neto deal to Chelsea. Chelsea fans will probably laugh at us and feel like they've got another one, as I say, like a Willian or whatnot. But I feel like I'd rather have Timo Werner than Pedro Neto. At least I think Timo Werner could keep more fit. And, you know, Pedro Neto, probably a glamorous name, another Premier League player. I saw a lot of people preferring maybe the signing of Pedro Neto to Dominic Solanke, but I'm not so sure on that one. Again, out-and-out striker has been my key position that we had to get this summer. Obviously, we signed Archie Gray as well from Leeds, who I think is good. It's not really the direction we're going in, probably a Pedro Neto signing. We probably want someone maybe slightly younger, even though he is only, I think he's only like 24, but maybe we want maybe like an up-and-coming winger. 24. So maybe someone who's probably just not injury prone at that age, because I feel like if you're injury prone at that age, you're not really going to shake these injuries off. And as I said in a recent video, hamstring injuries he suffers with, ankle injuries, you're just not really going to recover from some of them if you're having them. Like, he's had a couple of them back to back and missed like a combination of 100 odd games for Wolves. Obviously Wolves look like they're shifting a lot of that, their George Mendes clients out of the club. Gary O'Neill looking to cash in on some of these players. But yeah, I just feel like Spurs are going to explore their options. I feel like we have actually had an alright summer, not as bad as some people have said, because I feel like the signings, we're being sort of clever with who we're signing. I don't think we're panicking and rushing, which I don't really agree with. And we've actually shifted a lot of deadwood out of the club. You've got to remember, Emerson Royal confirmed today that he's going to AC Milan. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg on loan, but he'll probably be sold eventually to Marseille. Obviously getting rid of the likes of Eric Dyer, Hugo Lloris in the last couple of seasons as well. There's still a bit to shift, but Ange's getting that squad that he wants. Dominic Solanke will be a focal point of this team, and hopefully with the improved form of James Maddison, Heung-min Son, around him, Brennan Johnson, we're building quite a good contingent of players. Eze would, cap off, obviously we've really had to sort out our homegrown quota this year, so maybe that's why I'm edging for Eze, because I feel like that makes more sense and is more of a, logical choice. He can play midfield, he can play on the wing. A versatile player. We know Ange Postecoglou likes his versatile wingers, forwards, midfielders, whatever you want to call them, who can play in a multitude of positions. But yeah, just a quick video there to really react to that news. I'm not too fussed. I mean, they call it a hijacking of a deal. Probably not. I feel like we probably took our foot off the gas and was like, we're not too interested. The fee of that 60 million, I think, is too much. So yeah, maybe it's a bullet dodge, but we'll see how he gets on at Chelsea this season. But yeah, if you have enjoyed, let me know also in the comments down below what you make of this deal. Sort of not happening. Are you fussed about it? And yeah, let me know who you want us to sign as a winger instead, and are you happy with the Dominic Solanke deal? And if you have enjoyed the video, leave a like on it, subscribe to Sunny Talk Spurs, obviously coming back with more every other day content, you could say. Hit the notification bell, let you know when I've gone live, and also become a member in the link in the description down below. I'm launching the podcast ahead of the new season with a little TalkSport Euro special reflected on my time there, because I want to tell you guys what I got up to and why I was missing in action for a couple of months. But yeah, all well and good. Not too fussed about this one, but until next time, I'll see you again pretty soon. Ciao bella.